Hello, welcome to this installment of VLF's video educational series. My name is Joseph Colvin.
And I'm David Bergen.
And today we're going to be discussing the litigation process. And our focus is twofold. First, to educate you on the process itself. And second, to give you helpful tips that will minimize your costs during the litigation process. David, what's the first step in litigation?
Joseph, prior to filing the lawsuit, we'll conduct a pre-investigation. Okay, and that's where we'll go out and we'll interview potential parties and witnesses. We'll gather relevant documents and we'll explore potential claims and defenses for our clients.
And once you've completed the pre-suit investigation, what's the next step?
The next step, Joseph, is actually filing the lawsuit. In Texas, we call that a petition. On the other side, if a lawsuit has already been filed against our clients, we'll file what's known as an answer.
Okay, and once you've got either the answer or the petition on file, what's going to be the next step?
The next step is the fact-finding stage. We call that the discovery stage here in Texas, and that's where we'll produce documents that are relevant to our claims and defenses to the other side, and the other side will do the exact same thing. Again, the purpose of discovery is to get all the evidence that we intend to rely on in support of our claims or defenses, get that out in the open so that the case can be decided on the merits.
And after we've conducted what we call written discovery, or exchanged documents and writings, the parties will have the opportunity to take what are called depositions. Now, a deposition is a chance to interview a witness under oath in front of a court reporter. Now, testimony solicited at a deposition is just as good as testimony presented in a trial in front of a judge or a jury.
So, Joseph, the discovery stage has been completed. What can our clients expect prior to trial?
So once you've completed written discovery and depositions, each party has a chance to file what's called a dispositive motion or a motion for summary judgment. And that's a chance for the parties to apply the facts they've gathered to the law and ask the judge to make a ruling in their favor. And this can be either partial or a full summary judgment motion. And if granted, that would dispose of the entire case.
And then I would imagine that the next step would be trial, is that correct?
Exactly, and this is what people confuse with the litigation process as a whole. And trial is a chance, you go, as you see on TV, you go before a judge if it's a bench trial, or a judge and a jury if it's a jury trial, and each side presents its evidence, make its arguments to the judge, and ultimately the judge or the jury will make fact findings that will end the matter. So we've talked about the process. We understand the process. What are some helpful tips or hints that people that are worried about having been sued or are looking to file a suit can use to minimize costs?
Joseph, there's a couple of suggestions. First and foremost, we always advise our clients to be actively engaged in the process. A client that is actively engaged can absolutely minimize their cost. Another couple practical steps that they can take is prior to the lawsuit actually being filed, we always recommend that our clients gather important documents. Any documents or evidence that we believe are going to be relevant to the case, gather those documents up. Number two, put together a list of potential witnesses and parties to the suit. And then after the lawsuit has been filed and during discovery, we always advise our clients to speak with individuals and employees at their companies and make sure that they preserve documents and evidence that are going to be used in the case. Remember, a party that does not preserve documents and rather destroys evidence can be sanctioned by a court. And that can involve anything from having to pay the other side's attorney's fees all the way to having your pleadings struck by the court. So it's a very serious matter.
And David, if your pleadings are struck, that would mean you essentially lose your lawsuit, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we've talked a little bit about the litigation process. We've also touched on some tips. What really can our clients expect throughout the litigation process?
There are several things, David. Litigation is expensive, it's time-consuming, it's constantly changing on a case-by-case basis. And so, as you mentioned, clients need to be actively involved in their case because strategies at the beginning of a trial changed at the end over the course of a few days. Strategies at the beginning of a lawsuit change as discovery is revealed. Here at VLF, your problem is our business. Every day we shepherd clients through the litigation process, from filing, through discovery, through trial. Please visit our website at www.vethinlaw.com if you have any additional questions and see how we at VLF can help you.